Good morning. This is Brad on YouTube, and I want to do another fragrance review for you guys. And this will be on a fragrance called Gap Core Man slash Ohm. And this is a 1 ounce bottle. And that was the box. This is the bottle. And as you can see, it's kind of like a clear metallic glass type of a bottle. So it's a kind of a nice bottle. And the sprayer right there. I'm not really sure what this one costs. I know I was at work one day. My wife went shopping at the mall. I come home and I find this sitting there. So hopefully she got a good deal on it. I'm going to assume it wasn't very expensive. She must have smelled it and liked it or something because not too often that my wife buys me fragrances. She knows I have too many, but she bought me this one. So let me go through the information here. Gap Core came out in 2010, and the note breakdown: lavender, sandalwood, oak moss, amber, mandarin orange, freesia, basil, pepper, and suede. So when I spray this on my skin, right off the top, I get a really nice, sweet, ambery orange blended with some spice, like pepper and some spice, and it's actually quite nice right off the top there. Um, and I would say if that was all that was to it was the top, I would give this fragrance a pretty good score, probably like a 7.5 or an 8, because I really like the opening of this one. But let it sit on your skin for maybe 15-20 minutes, and then you kind of get like this. I get like a synthetic oak moss in the base that kind of comes through. And I still get, some of that sweet, spicy orange in the background. It's not nearly as prominent as it was in the opening. So in the end, for the most part, you're going to be left with like a synthetic oak moss, sweetened up with some, amber and orange and spice. So, on the first time I smelled the dry down of this one, I didn't really like it too much. It kind of reminded me of like an artificial Christmas tree type spray, something you'd buy at a cheap dollar store, spray it on your Christmas tree to give it some flavor. But I think after a couple wearings, I'm starting to like it a little bit more. Still not blown away by it, especially because of that. It's like a synthetic oak moss note in there. Um, so I would say this one's probably mostly for like the high school crowd, maybe up to like 21 and under. Um, you don't really hear much about oak moss in the modern fragrance world, especially for like high school kids. So maybe if you're just starting off in fragrances, you want to try something a little bit different. Maybe you're tired of all the musky type scents out there. Maybe you want to try some kind of a more of a mossy type effect. This might be a good one. It's kind of like almost like a junior version of Dracar Noir, I think. It's not, as like woodsy and mossy as that one is, but it just kind of has, some kind of a mossy note in there, and it's a bit sweeter and fruitier than Dracar Noir. So it kind of smells like something that maybe a high school kid could pull off. So yeah, I'd say if you're over 21, pretty much a pass. But if you're in high school, you might want to give this one a try. And if you're with a girl, maybe see what she thinks of it too, because yeah, I'm not sure how well these mossy scents are going to go over with the younger crowd. Personally, I think you can do better. Like I said, the opening smells pretty good, about 8 out of 10. Overall, with the dry down, more like a 5 out of 10 to me. Projection, I was maybe getting 2 or 3 hours. About a 5 out of 10 for projection. Versatility, if you're in high school, you can maybe pull this off as a signature scent. Over 21, I would say more of a casual weekend or after hours type scent when you're not really trying to make much of an impression. So 5 out of 10 versatility. The price, I'm going to assume you can get this one dirt cheap at the Gap. Check around and see what it sells for. I haven't really priced it, but I'm going to say 10 out of 10 based on what I've heard. I think I've seen a bottle on eBay for like $10. So yeah, you can't really beat it for price. 10 out of 10 price, but overall about a 5 out of 10 for me. I think once you start appreciating scents like Dracar Noir and some more mature mossy scents, this one kind of comes across as a bit bit immature and juvenile, especially for over 21. So if you want to try maybe like a mossy scent for the younger generation, maybe this will be something to think about. Gap Core. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.